In the darkness before dawn, the war moved quietly behind Russian lines. No artillery barrages, no columns on the move, only the distant hum of engines in the sky as Ukraine's Special Operations Forces launched another precision raid aimed not at the front, but at the systems that keep it alive. Overnight, Ukrainian operators employed FP-2 strike drones in a coordinated series of attacks across occupied eastern Ukraine. The targets were not symbolic. They were logistical, technical, and deeply practical, chosen to degrade Russia's ability to sustain combat operations. One of the confirmed strikes hit a Shahed UAV storage site near Makiyivka, a key rear area hub in the occupied Donetsk region. Makiyivka has long served as a staging and logistics center for Russian forces, hosting ammunition depots, repair facilities, and drone infrastructure. The destruction or damage of a Shahed storage site directly impacts Russia's ability to conduct long-range drone attacks, disrupting preparation cycles, storage safety, and launch tempo. Another strike targeted a pontoon crossing near Makiyivka. Such crossings are critical for moving troops, fuel, and ammunition across rivers and difficult terrain, especially when permanent bridges are damaged or under threat. By hitting the crossing, Ukrainian forces aim to choke mobility and slow reinforcement routes, forcing Russian units to reroute supplies under constant surveillance and fire risk. The third confirmed hit struck a repair unit of Russia's 1435th Motor Rifle Regiment near Antratsit, close to the border with Russia's Rostov region. Repair and maintenance sites are often overlooked, but they are essential to keeping armored vehicles, trucks, and artillery operational. Damage here does not just destroy equipment, it multiplies losses by keeping damaged systems off the battlefield indefinitely. In Russia's Kursk Oblast, the war is no longer just across the border. It is being brought directly to key military infrastructure behind enemy lines. Ukrainian forces, maintaining constant pressure on the region, struck again overnight with precision drone attacks. Border Guard UAV operators from the Steel Border Brigade deployed Vampire and FPV drones to devastating effect. In a coordinated strike, they destroyed 4 shelters, a vehicle, an ammunition depot, and a launch position used by Russian forces to target Ukraine's Sumy region. Each hit not only damaged critical assets but sent a clear message. Rear positions are no longer safe. Kursk has become a persistent target in Ukraine's strategy to disrupt enemy logistics and artillery capabilities. By striking shelters, ammunition stockpiles, and launch points, Ukrainian drones steadily undermine Russia's ability to project force across the border. Ukraine's pressure in Kursk is relentless, turning previously secure zones into high-risk areas and demonstrating the evolving reach of unmanned strikes deep inside Russian territory. Russian footage shows KAB glide bombs striking residential areas in Kostiantynivka, leaving destruction in their wake. Despite the civilian impact, Russian forces continue to amass troops and equipment south of the town, signaling preparations for further offensives. Ukrainian defenses remain on high alert as the buildup intensifies, turning the region into a tense frontline once again. Russian war propagandist and self-styled director and photographer Oleg Rakshin from Samara was killed in Ukraine while reportedly on assignment, according to the pro-Kremlin Z channel Shturmovik. Rakshin, known for filming and promoting Russian military operations, became one of the rare media figures to die in the conflict, highlighting the growing risks faced by journalists and propagandists embedded with frontline units. His death underscores the deadly realities behind the staged footage and reporting that accompany Russia's ongoing military operations. A swarm of Ukrainian FPV drones struck a Russian armored fighting vehicle on the Kostiantynivka axis, demonstrating the growing effectiveness of Ukraine's unmanned strike capabilities. The drones overwhelmed the vehicle's defenses, delivering precise hits that left it destroyed or severely damaged. This attack highlights Ukraine's strategy of using small, agile drones to target key assets on the battlefield, disrupting enemy movements and weakening frontline armored units. The Kostiantynivka axis continues to see intense clashes, with drones increasingly shaping the outcome of engagements. Russian mill bloggers are fuming that the Ministry of Defense's proof of controlling Kupiansk is a video of 3 soldiers fleeing the city from its northern edge along the Oskil, while Russian troops cling only to a couple of plants on the left bank. Kupiansk then vanished from yesterday's report to Putin. Kupiansk is ours. It's just that we're leaving it. That's roughly the message sent by 3 videos that spread yesterday across channels trying to do crisis PR on Kupiansk. What do we see in these videos? Spoiler, the third one is the most interesting. One video from the dairy canning plant. They fought off the attack. That's really good news. We're slowly stabilizing the left bank, which means not everything is lost yet. 2. Video from the sugar plant, the very north of the city. Almost the last point on the left bank that we more or less controlled before and after the AFU counterattack. 3. Prospect Konstitutsi, 78. Right bank, the very north of Kupiansk. But the most interesting part is that the soldiers there are moving toward the exit from the city. In the video, they've got just a couple more houses to pass, and that's it. And there are zero complaints about them. The guys are gods and are now heading out to break through toward Makiyivka to dive into pipes, swim across the Oskil, and get the hell out of the mess to the left bank if they're lucky. On the plus side, our drones are guiding them, so there's at least minimal evacuation. On the minus side, this is being seriously used as proof of our control over the city. The ways of the holy anti-crisis PR are unfathomable. Forgive the blasphemy, but otherwise only swearing comes to mind. So what do we actually have? 2 videos from the left bank, where the enemy basically shouldn't be at all if not for the botched counterattack. And one from the northernmost point of the right bank with soldiers moving toward. Is a new medal already being prepared for Kuzovlev for such a special operation? Or is he still so hungover from celebrating his Hero of Russia title that we haven't heard anything from him? By the way, maybe we should promote Xenofontov to commander of the 6th Army too? You know, in advance, on credit. A new rank for the failure in Kupiansk fits perfectly. And the fact that now hundreds of guys are dying for his general's star, well, who cares enough to sort that out? There's one important question about these videos. Why? Just why? How long are we going to play media wars with the enemy instead of doing the job? After more than a day without electricity, power has been fully restored for 748,000 households in Kiev, DTEK reported. Ukrainian energy workers worked tirelessly to reconnect critical infrastructure and bring stability back to the capital following Russia's latest missile and drone attacks. The restoration included not only residential areas, but also hospitals, transport systems, and essential services, ensuring the city could return to normal operations. Despite repeated strikes, Kiev's energy teams continue to demonstrate resilience, quickly repairing damage and maintaining the lifelines that keep the capital running under the pressures of war.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.